During the Christmas season, you have feast days that make sense, and then other feast days where you scratch your head and you're like, where are we getting at here? And I think today is a good example of that. Why are we celebrating St. Stephen, the first martyr today? And, the gospel passage had nothing to do with Christmas or anything like that. It's one of those good advertisements that Jesus gives concerning discipleship. Come be a disciple, and your children will have you handed over to death. So let's get some answers to these questions. And I think the collect this morning has some clues. Today's actually also a very interesting day. You guys ever hear of Boxing Day? Yeah, it's like big in England, Canada, Australia, those parts of the world that were, I guess, heavily influenced by the British Empire at some point. Has nothing to do with the actual sport. Apparently, you put a lot of gifts in boxes and you give them to other people. I guess maybe the idea, the mentality behind it is, what you have received on Christmas Day, also you're called to also give away as well, to give what you have received, that type of mentality. It was also very associated with St. Stephen, and at some point, St. Wenceslas somehow found his way into this kind of feast day as well, or this holiday that certain parts of the world celebrate. And so again, as you look at the collect, the opening prayer, first of all, it talks about a heavenly birthday. Okay, that today we celebrate St. Stephen's heavenly birthday. So, okay, well, there's a clue right there. We just celebrated the arrival, the birth of Christ. And now we celebrate the first martyrdom, the first heavenly birthday, St. Stephen. And then on top of that, it mentions about him praying for the enemies. We'll look at this gospel passage again during the season of Easter when we go through the Acts of the Apostles. You'll see how Luke depicts the disciples as they imitate Jesus. And maybe there's also another clue. So yesterday we celebrated the arrival of God becoming man. And now today we celebrate man learning to act like God. Okay? God becomes man so that what? Man can share in the divine life. Man and woman, of course. Okay? The human person. Okay? Can share in the divine nature through grace, through sanctifying grace, through God's gift. God has given to us. And now we learn how to live like God. And so St. Stephen, again, the thing that the church really wants to put out there is his ability, even at the point of his own martyrdom, to be able to forgive those who have persecuted him. Okay. Good luck with that one. Okay. All right. Good luck with that. It's tough. We need grace. We need divine assistance. We have to understand, that we're supposed to go there. We're supposed to go somewhere, So again, St. Stephen receives a new life, a new birth, a new life into what? Into the fullness of God's presence, who now awaits his resurrection from the dead. That's where we're supposed to call to. That's where we're supposed to be born into that. It begins at our baptism, but hopefully it ends and we die with Christ at our own death. And if someone wants to help us get there, great. All right. Thank you. All right. Most of us aren't called to that type of life. But yet still, we're still meant, again, to imitate God in every way. Because Jesus, as we move through the Christmas season, we're going to see, again, it's all about God's revelation, God revealing his inner life and his inner self to us and what he's all about. And it's all going to be fully manifested through the actions and words of Jesus Christ. And so now we study, we meditate upon him. We grow in friendship with him so that we can learn to imitate him and thereby imitating God. May God bless you.